Welcome the great guitarist of the rock era, Richie Sambora, the legendary guitarist who powered Bon Jovi to superstardom, bringing unforgettable riffs, solos, and songwriting magic to life. But did you know that Richie's career goes beyond Bon Jovi? Let's dive into his journey from chart-topping hits to solo gems. Before we get started, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell for more stories. Richard Stephen Sambora was born July 11th, 1959 in Perth Amboy, New Jersey. Sambora's first instrument was the accordion, which he began to play at the age of 6. He began playing the guitar at the age of 12 following the death of Jimi Hendrix in 1970. His influences included Jimi Hendrix, Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck, Johnny Winter, Jimmy Page, Brian May, George Harrison, Hank Marvin, Dave Davies, Pete Townsend, Richie Blackmore, and Tony Iommi. An 18-year-old Sambora played with and did some recording with the band Shark Frenzy in the late 70s, which would later be released in 2004. Sambora was in the band Message, which released an independent album, Lessons, in 1982. He was later in a band Mercy, which was signed to Led Zeppelin's Swan Song Records, and then he played with Duke Williams and the Extremes, who were signed to Capricorn Records. Sambora was also in a club band called Richie Sambora and Friends. He was part owner of a club in New Jersey, and at the age of 19, owned his own independent label, Dream Disc Records. In 1983, shortly before joining Bon Jovi, Sambora unsuccessfully auditioned for Kiss to replace Ace Frehley. Sambora joined Bon Jovi in 1983, replacing the band's original lead guitarist, Dave the Snake Sabo. His bluesy style and emotive playing became a crucial part of Bon Jovi's signature sound. They released their debut album, Bon Jovi, in 1984. Key tracks include Roulette and Burning for Love. The hit Runaway was on this album, but the guitar was played by Tim Pierce. The band started to gel on 7800 Fahrenheit, which was released in 1985, with In and Out of Love and Only Lonely. The band rocketed to superstardom in 1986 with the release of Slippery When Wet. It included classic hits, Living on a Prayer, where Sambora's rock box riff became legendary, and Wanted Dead or Alive, where his iconic 12-string acoustic brought a Western cinematic vibe to the track, and also the track You Give Love a Bad Name. Richie played guitar on a couple of tracks on Cher's self-titled 1988 comeback album. And in 1988, Bon Jovi followed up with New Jersey, an album packed with arena rock anthems. Richie's blistering solos and creative riffs were key to tracks like Bad Medicine, Lay Your Hands on Me, and Born to Be My Baby. And how can we forget the emotional power ballad, I'll Be There for You, showcasing his tasteful bends and melodic phrasing. In the 1990s, Bon Jovi continued to evolve with Keep the Faith in 1992, a record that brought more mature themes and a more experimental sound. Richie's gritty guitar work on Keep the Faith, If I Was Your Mother, and Bed of Roses added layers of complexity to the band's music. He wrote and played guitar on a couple of songs on Desmond Child's solo album, Discipline, in 1991. After conquering the world with Bon Jovi, Richie took a step into his own musical universe with his solo career. His debut album, Stranger in This Town, in 1991, showcased a more blues-influenced, soulful side of his playing. Stranger in This Town was a departure from Bon Jovi's glam rock style, featuring songs like Ballad of Youth with its raw emotional energy, and the haunting title track, Stranger in This Town, which showed Sambora's love for blues and classic rock. Then came These Days in 1995, an underrated masterpiece where Sambora's guitar work took center stage in more somber, introspective tracks like Something for the Pain and These Days. He perfectly balanced technical prowess with emotional depth. Richie's second solo album, Undiscovered Soul in 1998, leaned into a more Americana and roots rock sound. Standout tracks like Hard Times Come Easy and Undiscovered Soul allowed him to explore his storytelling and songwriting skills while still delivering killer guitar work. In 2000, Bon Jovi released Crush with the tracks It's My Life and Thank You for Loving Me. In 2001, Sambora had a single for the movie soundtrack, On the Line, which was titled Take Me On. The album Bounce in 2002 had the tracks Every Day and Bounce. It was not particularly well received by fans or critics. In 2005, the band rebounded with the album Have a Nice Day, which included the title track and Who Says You Can't Go Home. Lost Highway was released in 2007 and went in a more country style of music after the success of Who Says You Can't Go Home. Key tracks, Lost Highway, and Make a Memory. Bon Jovi released The Circle in 2009 with a return back to rock with the tracks We Weren't Born to Follow and When We Were Beautiful. Sambora released Aftermath of the Lowdown in September 2012. Key track, Every Road Leads Home to You, was released as a single. I'll Always Walk Beside You, featuring Alicia Keys, was released as the second single. What About Now was released in 2013 and would be Sambora's last with the band. Key tracks, Because We Can, and What About Now. Sambora left Bon Jovi in 2013, stating that his reason for leaving the band was in order to give his family more of his attention. I really needed to take some time to be with my daughter, he stated. She needed me, and I needed her, actually. Following his departure from the band in 2013, Sambora released the solo single, Come Back As Me. Sambora announced in early 2015 that he is working on a new album in collaboration with Orianthi. In September 2017, RSO released a 5-song EP called Rise, followed by another EP, Making History, which was also released in 2017. The duo released their debut album, Radio Free America, in May 2018. This project saw Richie pushing new boundaries, blending rock, pop, and blues. With RSO, Richie proved he was still at the top of his game, continuing to evolve while staying true to his roots. Sambora played with Bon Jovi at their Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction in 2018. From his legendary days with Bon Jovi to his acclaimed solo work and exciting collaborations, Richie Sambora has etched his name into rock history. His guitar playing transcends genres and generations, blending technical mastery with raw emotion. Richie Sambora's journey as a musician continues to inspire guitarists and fans alike. His riffs, his solos, and his undeniable passion for music have made him a true rock icon. And who knows what's next for this guitar hero? Thanks for watching. Let us know your favorite Richie Sambora moment in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe for more deep dives into the legends of rock.